Hello and welcome to today's NinjaTrader ecosystem event, how to use automated strategies to make precise entries and exits with Dave Gear and Peter Balla of BuySide Global. My name is Thomas and I am a platform representative here at NinjaTrader. Now, before we get started with the webinar, I have a few housekeeping notes. Now, this webinar is presented by NinjaTrader LLC, which is a technology company responsible for developing and supporting the NinjaTrader technology software. Brokerage-related questions should be directed to the NinjaTrader brokerage team. And if you are new to NinjaTrader, please make sure you sign up for your free NinjaTrader demo with real-time market data. Our platform is always free for advanced charting, strategy backtesting, and trade simulation. And before I turn the mic over to Dave and Peter, it is important to understand that futures, foreign currency, and options trading contain substantial risk and is not suitable for every investor. It is possible to lose all funds or more than the initial investment. Risk capital is money that can be lost without jeopardizing one's financial security or lifestyle. Only risk capital should be used for trading, and only those with sufficient risk capital should consider trading. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. And also, please remember that these training sessions are not solicitation or recommendation. Now, thank you again for joining us today. Without further ado, it's my pleasure to welcome to the NinjaTrader webinar room, Dave and Peter of BuySide Global.
All right, let me share my screen.
We want to just thank NinjaTrader real quick for letting us present this stuff. So appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, Thomas.
Yes, all right. Okay, thank you, Tom, for having us. We really appreciate our partnership with NinjaTrader. Thank you guys for taking the time today to learn about BuySide Global. My name is Dave Gear. I'm the trade director here at BuySide, and with me is Peter from BuySide Global. I promise that you will find today's training informative and very useful. And at the end of the webinar, we'll have a special offer for you. So please stick around and let's get the legal disclaimer out of the way. This is for educational purposes only. This is not financial advice per CFTC Rule 4.41. These are hypothetical performance results. No representations are being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those shown in this video. Please read the CFTC Rule 4.41 for further details. All right, let's get going. Please write down our information for those of you who are new with us. This is our website. This is our email, info@buysideglobal.com. You can call or text us, 435-659-8581. Also, when you go to our website initially for the first time, they'll prompt you to put in your email address. We do not spam you. This is to keep you updated on future trainings, new product releases, stay informed. That's it. You'll find it very useful. Please input your email when you go there. All right, so listen, here's our agenda. We're going to go over who we are. 1 second, I want to start my timer here. Who we are, why and how to use automated strategies, a detailed overview of our software. We're going to go over some charts and trading examples. We're going to do Q&A, let you guys ask all the questions you want. We're going to give you a special discounted offer that'll end, I believe, on Sunday. And so there it is. All right, so when it comes to trading, you guys, your success is very much dependent on your ability to make precise entry and exits. As you guys know, trading is a numbers game. You need to have a clear, proven strategy to book more winning trades consistently without making mistakes. Today, I want to show you how to get real-time buy-sell signals manually and with automation, and how to evaluate those signals to make fast trades before the move is over. So let's get started. So a little bit about us. So BuySide Global, we're advanced order flow software for NinjaTrader. We are a NinjaTrader partner. We're compatible with NT7 and NT8. And by the way, Peter, if something comes up or you want to interject on something, or if there's a question or I need to do something different, please let me know, okay?
Absolutely, Dave. You're doing great.
Okay. So we were started in 2014, so we've been around. We've been here for a while. We're, again, exclusive partner of NinjaTrader. We do extensive R&D testing and revisions have gone into developing the best BuySide Global software that we can present to you. We've put together a team of the best programmers with the most extensive background to build our software for you, the trader. So currently, our software is a suite of 7 indicators and 2 strategies, automated strategies. Our software algorithm is real-time proprietary buy-sell signals on time-tested strategies. Our software is based on institutional buy and sell programs. And our software is used around the world. What does our software work with? That's one of the most common questions. So our software works on daily charts, weekly charts, minute, volume, range, tick charts, works on all of those. You can trade stocks, futures, ETFs, bonds. If it's compatible, if NinjaTrader offers it, we're compatible with it. As long as you have a full license with NinjaTrader. So if you have a full license with NinjaTrader, our software works with all the NinjaTrader offerings, which is one of the reasons why we love NinjaTrader, and we are been an exclusive partner with NinjaTrader. We've had the opportunity to work with other platforms, and we've chosen to stick with only NinjaTrader because of this. So what makes our software different? So really it comes down to something very simple, and it's our easy to follow signals. So we have our famous blue chip, which has been around since the beginning, and it's one of the few indicators out there. There are a few others, but very few that offer a real-time signal to go long and to go short, with the blue chip to go long and the red chip to go short at the precise time you need to enter. There's a lot of indicators out there that show you volume and everything else, but ours literally just comes in, tells you when to enter the trade and when to exit the trade. So what are some of the things that are required to be a successful trader? As you know, trading is very difficult. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it. But trading is very difficult. So it's very much, you need in-depth technical knowledge. You need to be able to read, typically, you need to be able to read charts and patterns fast. Test and develop your strategy. You need the confidence and ability to take control of your emotions, right? Our emotions get in the way of trading. We all know this is one of the biggest stumbling blocks. So to become a successful trader requires, you need to be able to read and analyze the chart, spot hundreds of patterns and trends, and then execute based on the input of all that data. This takes years to develop. So here are just some of the patterns, right? And I know this is really small. You probably can't see all the details, but you get the gist of it. These are just, I think right here, we're looking at 24, 32 different patterns that you would typically need to spot to be able to know whether you're going to enter and exit that trade. And then after that, you need to take that data and enter that trade or exit based on all this information, right? And then on top of that, you have the typical technical indicators, the MACD, the RSI, volume oscillator. So combined with the technical knowledge that is required, these are some of the most common issues that we hear from traders. Because we talk to traders all the time, every day. And the most common issues, and I think you'll be able to relate to this, is not knowing when to enter the trade, pulling out of a winning trade too soon, or staying in a losing trade too long. These are all very common, right? And then revenge trading. We all do it. The number one problem, obviously, is not being consistent. So one day you have a ton of winning trades, the next day, all your profits from the previous day, you lose them all the next day. So what we've tried to do is with our software is make it so that it's just very black and white. You know when to get in, you know where to put your stop, and you know when to exit. So you don't have to do all those calculations on your own. So when we talk about automation, we're talking about using the right tools to do the deep analysis for you on the data. So unless you're a quant, you don't want to bother trying to do all this analysis on your own. Even if you can read the charts and you're really good at this, and you see the patterns well, typically you'll be far too slow after gathering all that data, and you'll miss that big move. Our software was designed to try and do the work for you, giving you simple buy-sell signals. Our strategy is simple, And it consists of scanning charts of the market, and lets the software will notify you via an alert, of an audible alert, and physically on the screen. So let's go through our indicators and the strategies and how to use these strategies. Now, every indicator that we're going to show you today is part of the special offer at the end. So you don't need to wonder if it's included. It's all included. And we want to explain to you and have Peter go through how he uses these in his day-to-day trading. So our first one, and obviously, again, the most popular, which has really been the anchor of our business since 2014, is the blue chip. Now, we've obviously done many updates on this and software revisions and perfected it, but it's just fantastic. And you'll see it here. I'll show you it here in a little bit, but is the blue chip. And it's based upon our proprietary algorithm based on institutional order flow tape reading. Institutional order flow is powerful enough to push the trend and change the trend very fast. This is why our products are so successful. We read institutional order flow tape reading and apply our own proprietary algorithm to generate the signals. So again, red. So I'm just going to show you on the chart here. So right here is, you'll see in the center, the red chip. So that would be a short signal, right? And when every signal comes in, and if you've been with BuySide for a long time, and this part, you've seen this many times before, bear with us. This is for the new guys that haven't seen our software and want to know exactly how it operates, but it's very simple. You have a triangle and you have a red dot that comes in simultaneously. The triangle represents where you'll put your stop. So if you see at the base of the triangle, you would put your stop there. Now, some people, that might be too far. There might be too much of a gap. That's okay. If that's too big of a gap for you, simply place your stop, where you're comfortable. That is a strong suggestion. That's all. You can adjust to your own style of trading. That's the red dot, the signal to go in. It comes in parallel with the apex of the triangle. And then you'll see towards the bottom here, these red targets. Those are the targets. Those are to stay in or to stay in to those targets. Now, you could stay in longer if you wanted to, or get out sooner, and that all varies based upon the market. So here's another one. So here's a blue dot, right? A blue chip. So the blue chip comes in right here. You'll see it comes in parallel, the apex of the triangle. You would put your stop at the base of this triangle here. Again, if the gap's too big, you can bring it closer, totally up to you. And here are the targets, target 1, target 2. You'll see here, I hit both targets. And you stay in as long as you're comfortable. Again, not knowing when to get out, right? Well, this solves that problem. Here it is. Now, does it always hit those targets? No, absolutely not. There's false signals. That happens. We're not here to represent that it's 100% accurate. Absolutely not. Sometimes bad signals happen. So, but this is just a great example. This is exactly what it looks like. This was on the ES, and the one before was on the CL. All right. Here's another.
Well, I was going to chime in. Dave. Everybody needs to understand when we talk about the bad signals. That's not just they just generate bad signals. What happened is that the signals are valid because it's following order flow, and everybody knows that order flow is what the institutional boys are looking at. But the order flow book will change. Also, I mean, we can't stop some guy from Amsterdam of reversing the order flow by putting in 30,000 contracts. So just keep that in mind. I mean, it's accurate as long as someone doesn't come in and throw the switch a different way. So just wanted to point that out.
Yeah, but it's also so let's talk about this real quick. So why do signals fail sometimes? Because we're gonna have bad signals, and you'll see some of them here. So this right here is a chart. This is the ES. This is a full day, right? You see all the signals that came in, right? This is what it would look like. Obviously, it's squished together, kind of hard to read. But why are some signals bad? Well, sometimes a new block of order flow comes in after the signal is issued and the market changes completely opposite to the chart pattern or the software's prediction. And that's just, that happens. It's going to happen. There's no way around it. So here came in on February 15th. All right. And here's a good look at it. So in summary on the blue chip, institutional order flow is powerful data to leverage. This is used by hundreds of traders around the world. You have a sound alert, so it's not just visual, but it's a sound alert that'll come in when that blue chip comes in and when the short signal comes in. And this is just obviously, you know, very popular. I mean, I think Peter, you would never trade.
Let me answer a couple questions we're getting in. They're asking about when the dot appears. The dot will print right whenever the order flow tells it to print. So it'll sometimes come in the beginning of the candle, the middle. It just shows up. It just boom, instantaneously, and it prints and it stays there. And you also get the bottom of the triangle for your stop, and then you get at least 1 or 2 levels for the targets for it to go to. So yeah. And then somebody asked me, you don't need level 2 or 3 market data. You can just get by with level 1. Just I trade with just regular level 1 for that, because it's the order flows in there. It's just you gotta jam it out. You could have that shown if you want to as well. Everybody can see the order flow. It's on the dome, but our proprietary stuff takes that stuff and munches it into easy receivable and readable signals.
Right. No.
And time frames. Oh, I'm getting questions on time frames.
Well, yeah. So real quick, let me answer that and then let me address something. So it looks like we have a full house here, which is great. We got a lot of people in here, which is awesome. We're going to answer all these questions at the end. I promise. We're going to do a full Q&A at the end, and we'll answer all these. But time frame, very important. Yes, it works on any time frame. So 5 minute, 1 minute, any chart type you want, it works on. It's completely compatible. Okay. All right. So our next indicator, which is the bear bulls indicator, which is a fantastic indicator. This consists of 2 separate indicators known as bull power and bear power. This algorithm is based on the EMA and divergence to measure trend gaining strength, losing stream, and about to reverse. The divergence is very powerful to determine if trend is getting weaker and about to reverse. This indicator also will give you key entry and exit points. This is a tool that we'll use to identify the moving average that's indicating a new trend. So we'll show you right here. So the main arrows to look at. So you have a warning marker, which is the solid arrow. And you have the hollow arrow, which is the signal to enter or exit, go short or go long. Okay. So let's just show you here real time. So right here, these are shorts. So you're going to get 2 signals here. And what you want is when the hollow arrow here on the bear bulls, this is an indication to go in, right? This is to enter, to go short. When it matches up with the triangle at the bottom, that's a signal to go short. Again, you have another one here, signal to go short here. This was on the ES 322 contract on a 1 minute, okay? And all of our signals print, they do not repaint. You can go back as far as you like in history and see all of our signals. That's how confident we are in these. All right, here's another one. So here on this one, this is on the ES 322. So you have, again, the hollow arrow matching with the triangle down here in the box to go short. And then you have the triangle, the arrow, excuse me, the arrow here. Let's go over here. So you'll have the filled arrow, which is a warning. Okay, now you can turn those on or off. I personally, when I trade with this indicator, I like to have the warning markers off. It's too much noise for me. I just use the hollow arrows. So the hollow arrows here, we're going to focus on this, and it comes in with the triangle on the bottom. That's a go long, right? Okay, again, you have another one right here, signal to go long. All right, and here is a snapshot of what the bear bulls indicator looks like on a full day. Okay, so here it is. So you get a full day, you have this order flow box, and all this is completely customizable. So in this example, you'll see the hollow arrows and the solid arrows. Like I mentioned again, the solid arrows are the warning markers and the hollow arrows are the signals to go in. I like to turn off the warning markers. So these red ones here, you can turn these off. I hope I'm not am I confusing this, Peter?
No, I think okay. It's just it gets a little at first. It's a little first blush. It's a little bit confusing, but if you look at those, they just match up. I just go with the solid arrows. To be honest, I just go with the solid arrows. That's a signal to go in. And then I was going to say, I use this as a filter, right? When I see those, I also use a few other indicators to decide to get in. The BuySide Global indicators, which we'll get to in just a minute.
Okay, so some highlights on the bear bull. So we went over the blue chip and the bear bull. So divergence and relative price pressure is widely used strategy. This indicator has been with us since 2015, and we've done software updates on it, and it's been proven to work very successfully. Again, you have sound alerts on this. So you have the sound alerts and the visual alerts. And this is just a great filter to add in with your personal trading strategy. Okay, next we're going to talk about the trailing stop. So the trailing stop, when you look at this one, you guys, I want to go back for the newbies, and I want to show you the blue chip. So the blue chip, with this blue chip indicator, you want to use this indicator here, the trailing stop. So our trailing stop is a fantastic indicator showing the trend and which direction the market's going. So it's used to determine the overall trend of the direction of the market. So when in combination with the blue chip, you'll see it. You see it here with the blue chip. It's very powerful. Green indicates the presence of a bullish trend. Red indicates the presence of a bearish trend, and yellow indicates the market is sideways or choppy, indecision, you want to stay out. All right, and here's exactly how it'll look. Now, when using the blue chip, I think I want to dare say, if I was to guess, 95% of all of our traders, our members, use the trailing stop with the blue chip just because it's fantastic, right? Peter, you don't trade without this, right?
That is my jammy jam right there. That's it. I use that as a filtering. Again, I don't want to take the trades that are a little bit iffy, that have to scare me. I take the trades that just want the sure thing, and so I use the filter. I use the trail stop and the blue chip, and then I'll watch on longer time frame. I'll watch the bear bulls, and when those fire up, I will not trade against that to save my life.
Okay. So why don't you go over this a little? This is more your, Peter, why don't you go over how you use this here and go over some of these details in this chart, Peter? Did I lose you?
Sorry, I was probably muted. So if you just start at the left side of the chart, what I use this is to show you, it's kind of showing off a little bit that you can actually just use the trail stop all by itself to get in trades. On the left side of the chart, I'll wait until the price drops below the trail stop. Now you have to gap up increase your stop sometimes a little bit. And let me be clear here. I would never tell anybody where to put their stop. But if it's going through the trail stop price, whatever is happening in the market, other people see that as well, and they jump in short as well. So it's going to carry you down through there. And then what I do is you can just look at it on the left. There are about 12 points available for that. And then I figure the moves over. I mean, if you're like me, you love being this big, nice, long trades that go for hours or two, and you just keep, oh, there's 10 points. Oh, there's 20 points. Oh, there's, so those happen, but they're a little bit more rare. But so I like to stay in those, but here's what the other thing happens, and it's a good problem to have, is once your trade's successful, is knowing when to get out. But so yeah, you could hike your stop back up to where you first got in and maybe break even or pay for the commission. But when the trade starts hitting against my trail stop, the move is probably over. At least I've banked as much as I'm going to bank, and that's where I'll get back out. I'll pull the trigger on that, or set my stop right there to say if it goes up any above the trail stop price, I'm gonna get out. So, and then if it turns yellow on during the trade, even if it touches it, but I think, oh, maybe there's a little bit more left out. If it turns yellow, that means again the move is probably over. You're going to want to get out and take care of that. So, and again, I don't trade against the trail stop price, but I look for entries where the price goes above the trail stop or down below it, and then jump in on that.
Perfect. All right, here's another one on the CL. Here it is, how it looks like on the CL, the trailing stop. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, next, let's talk about our automated trading strategy. All right, so this is our BG AutoTrader. So this is a true AutoTrader. It is 100% automated entry, exits, and stop. If you wanted to, you technically could set it and go. We would obviously never advise to set an AutoTrader and walk away from it because so many things could go wrong. Your internet could go out, the power could go out, who knows, right? But it is a true AutoTrader. Now, the great thing about this AutoTrader, it's based off of the blue chip, the trailing stop, and now order flow zones. We incorporated that into it as well. So it's fantastic. This, obviously an AutoTrader is fantastic because it removes the element of human emotion. You trade the system rather than your emotions. This system is really designed to do the heavy lifting for you. You can literally just, as we said, set it and go, but you can manually intervene at any time. So that's what's great. You set it, go, you can manually, if it's not in a trade and you want it to get in a trade, get into a trade. If it's in a trade and you think it should be get out of the trade. You can manually intervene at any point. Now, this AutoTrader, the 2.0, takes I wouldn't say it takes a ton of trades during the day. I think it takes very few trades. It's more conservative. It's not aggressive. It's not going to take 30 trades in a day. It's going to only take a couple. But it's obviously very popular and everyone loves it. So here's an example on the AutoTrader. So this, you can see the trades that it takes here, based upon, and it's really faint. I apologize, you guys, but you'll see a green dotted lines that go down on the trade, right? So here's an example of a trade that it took on the 1221 chart. All right. Now, here is another example. Now, because AutoTrader is going to take losing trades, obviously it's not perfect. This isn't a magic bullet. This isn't your solution to fix everything in the world and become magically a profitable trader, but this does help for sure. But we need to obviously, show you that it takes losing trades as well at times. Otherwise, we wouldn't be ethical here. But it'll take a losing trade. This is the 3 points, losing trade, 3 points. So here are the settings from the AutoTrader. Now it's completely customizable, very flexible. So if you don't like what's happening and say you've seen it take more losing trades than you like, go in here and change the settings, play around with it, change your profit target, your loss target, change the chart type, you want to play with it until you find what works well for you. So we've done some back testing obviously on this. Let's give you an example. So this is February 9th in the ES. Let's see, what did this do? So this was a gross profit of 400 and net profit of 200, right? And on this day, it only took 5 trades, right? So it was great. Here's another example on the 11th. Here's the snapshot of the entire day. And here it was $300 in profit, okay? And that only took 3 trades that day. See, not a ton of trades, only 3, but those ones were good. Now, and here's another day. Now, obviously on this day was a losing day. I don't know the total number, but I can tell you, I remember this day, this was a losing day. So again, to set the expectation, there's going to be losing days, there's going to be winning days. All right. We just want to be clear on that. All right, here's some back tests that were done on the NinjaTrader system. And this was done over a 3-day period. And this one showed a 890 profit. There was a gross loss of 1,500, but overall a net profit of 890. On this one, over 3 days, it took 36 trades. Okay. And the Sharpie ratio on this one was 2.38. Here's a back test in the GC. This was done over a 3-day period. Gross profit was, net profit was 1,400, but there are losses as well on this. And this one took 36 trades as well, 38% profitability. The Sharpie ratio on this was 2.36, which is really good. All right, so we just, sometimes members or prospects ask us about testimonials. We definitely have some testimonials that, we have people that obviously love our product and been with us for a long time. We just wanted to show you these. These are the actual emails that came in for our product, and wanted to share these. We have some great members and great clients. And then, so let's get into, why don't we get into the offer real quick, and let me go through the details on this, and then we'll leave a lot of time. I think we're perfect on timing. We're at 30 minutes here, and let you guys ask a bunch of questions. Okay. So real quick, the offer is, obviously we have full support. We have live chat. You can call us anytime on our phone number, which I shared with you guys earlier. Please write down our website. Here is the typical pricing that we have. So you can buy each indicator $495, or our AutoTrader, which is $1695. Now the indicators that you want to write down that we went over today, and please write these down real quick. It's the blue chip, the trailing stop, and the bear bulls. Okay, those are the ones that we went over today. Those are our most popular. Again, the blue chip, the trailing stop, and the bear bulls. Here's what we're doing for you guys. So this is through Sunday. We're just going to give you 25% off any of our products. Any of our products, including the AutoTrader. Write down this code, NTBG25. Again, NTBG25. Write down that code. You're just going to enter that, and that's going to make it so that I think that makes this I think $400, I believe, on the indicator, and the AutoTrader I think is $1,200. So it's great. You're saving quite a bit. And I would advise that anyone who gets the blue chip definitely get the trailing stop with it. Now, if you guys get the AutoTrader, sorry, let me go back. I apologize, guys. There we go. Okay, so here's our website. Here's the email and the code. If you get the AutoTrader, the blue chip and the trailing stop and order flow zones comes with it. Okay. So if you buy the AutoTrader, that's really the best deal, because I believe it's with the 25% off, it's like $1,200. You get the blue chip, you get the trailing stop, and you get order flow zones. Okay. So that's a great deal there. Okay. I'm going to leave this screen up. Peter, take it away with the questions, because I can't see them.
Yeah, I've been kind of answering them as they've popped up, but I'm sure a lot of folks that have the same questions. So I'll kind of go through most of them about that. But they're asking a lot about the chart, about the blue chip, and let me again explain. When the indicator pops up, it gives you it'll type it up on the screen. You'll see the blue or red chip, you'll see the triangle, and you'll see the print of the targets, and it doesn't wait to the end of the candle. It doesn't wait to the close. It just prints it whatever it is. It depends on your candle setup is where it's going to be at. It can be, but it's going to be on the candle somewhere. Whether it's on, same thing on ticks, charts, and Renkos, bar charts, any of that stuff, it'll print up where it goes, and that suggests when to get in. Now, somebody asked me about when you wait for the pullback. There is sometimes a pullback. Well, there's always sometimes a pullback. Pullbacks could happen at any time, nothing to do with the signal. But that's what I do. I like to wait just a second. It prints up. And if I'm not already in that trade in that direction, I'll wait in just a moment, because sometimes there's a little bit of pullback, and I'll put my order. I kind of wait for the price to clear away from my printed dot, and then I'll wait for the order to come back up and pick me up as it continues to go back up, which also means sometimes there isn't a pullback and it'll launch up, 1, 2, 3 points without me. And the trade's considered over once it hits one of the targets. And so if it's hit the target already, I just figured that trade's over. I missed it. Oh well. There's always another trade set up. There's always going to be another trade. So
I see a couple of questions here, and you guys are asking great questions. First, let me answer this. Licenses for one PC, you can buy an additional one. The chat room, we don't have a chat room. Dave, sorry, we do not have a chat room, so apologize about that.
Somebody asked me here, while you're thinking about that one, somebody asked me about they've got the software. They're wondering what time frame and chart to works best. We haven't done extensive research on that because everybody's just a little different. There's as many different ways to trade as there are traders, and so what we end up doing is just kind of giving you some general suggestions about what works great. But that's something you kind of want to explore on your own and kind of mess with it. But generally, 1 or 2 minutes is what most people are finding out. But we have them trade on all kinds of contracts. Yes.
But in terms of the settings, like you think of it this way. So if the signals aren't coming in, I mean, it's all personal preference, but to nail it down, if the signals aren't coming in fast enough, lower the time frame, 1 minute, 30 seconds. If the signals are coming in too fast, increase the time frame, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It's all based on your personal trading preference and the market conditions, right?
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Another question, is your suite of indicators designed to be used in unison? Not necessarily. I just like it because, you think about the more, you kind of think of them as a filter out of there. So again, my jammy jam is I've got if I'm trading on a 2 minute time frame, I'll look at the 5 minute, have the bear bull set up at 5 minutes. So it kind of gives me a heads up which way the market's going to head. And then I put on the trailing stop and the blue chip, and those filter out. It keeps me out of bad trades. So you can do that. There's other people who only use 1 or 2 of our indicators, and that works just great for them.
So yes, and do use TeamViewer, absolutely. So if you guys have an issue, we absolutely can TeamViewer in. We have great support. That's one of the things. Actually,
oh yeah, we do that all the time. Yeah, we do that all the time. TeamView, people are having trouble, we'll get on with it on your computer with TeamView and kind of walk you through it.
Yep. And then the 25% off is good through Sunday. So the 25% off ends on Sunday. So definitely jump on that. Again, write that down. What's on here, NTBG25. The BG Scalper is coming. It's on its way. So that's coming out here. I think shortly. I'd have to check with development. Yes, it is any product. So anything on our site is 25% off. So whatever you'd like to purchase, it's all 25% off. That is for the AutoTrader as well. So yeah, that is a great deal. If you want several of these products, because with the AutoTrader, you're getting included for manual trading, the blue chip, the trailing stop and order flow zones, and the AutoTrader. So it really is kind of the smarter purchase, right? Because Peter, let's see, I got a calculator in front of me. I'm sorry, I'm not 100% honest. I don't want to misquote. So we're 1695 times 0.75 equals, yeah, it's 1271. 1271 for the AutoTrader, the blue chip, the trailing stop, and order flow zones.
And let me say something about that really quickly, just from a trader's point of view. I view everything as in points. And so basically, how much you say? $1,200 bucks? Is that what?
Yeah. It's just a couple points.
Yeah, I mean, I look at that.
It's just a couple points, but yes, we said the blue chip with the trailing stop. Yeah, correct.
Yeah, that's my suggestion is, and think about that's 20 points. Now you can break that down. That's 2 really good days of 10 points each, or you put a couple weeks together of pulling out 2 points a day. for 10 days. That's 2 weeks. And this thing is paid for itself. And now you get to use that machine. I mean, just like a farmer buying a brand new harvester that he's going to be able to use and make him more efficient and making money. And just like any kind of business, you got to have, UPS had to buy some trucks, start making some money.
Right. But again, also, we just want to be, we want to be compliant and forthright. We obviously can't promise any performance, any sort of performance guarantee. You could use our system and lose money. You could use our system and break even. You could use our system and make money. There's no guarantee. Obviously, I know myself and Peter would never trade without these indicators. I know our members who have been with us since 2014 that would never trade without these indicators. So I think that's a testament to our product.
And the other thing I want to say too is we'll work with you. This happens quite often. Somebody's a little frustrated and they send us an email. Hey, this isn't working for me. We will dig in. We're going to treat you like family, and we're going to figure out what the problem is, what's going on. And sometimes it's, hey, I thought I was going to make 20 points today. I'm like, let's dial that back a little bit. We can work with you and help you out as far as that goes.
We will, let's see, asking questions here, guys. We will, does your system?
Someone's asking about,
does our system work better with high or low volatility, or does it matter? I don't think it, obviously in a choppy market, right? It's very difficult to trade. If we never suggest trading that. Is there a tutorial on how the system? Yeah, we have videos all over our website. There's absolutely tutorials, videos on how, and if you have issues, email customer service or live chat with us. We'll help you. Will we have it when our BG Scalper comes out? Absolutely. We're going to do a webinar on the BG Scalper. Very exciting on the Scalper. Any books, etc. with this in all caps? No, we have videos. We do videos here. All videos.
Quick little videos for.
Yeah. Can you walk forward, optimize the auto trading?
I think what he's asking is there a way to optimize it? We do. We just put a video out just recently that kind of goes through each of the settings, what they do, and how that works. Now, again, everybody has a little different style, and so you have to I'm going to be honest with you, kind of got to tweak it yourself as your style. Are you a scalper? Are you an intraday trader? Are you looking to do long-term investment stuff? So it's a little bit different, but yes, that's one thing I want to say about AutoTrader. It really has a lot of tweaks. I'm not skilled at programming computers at all, but it's very usable, adaptable for even guys like me.
Okay. Scalper, I think, is coming out within 30 days, 30 to 60 days at most. And the price range of the Scalper will be 500. And then there'll be an AutoTrader version of the Scalper as well that I think will be 1,500, 2,000, something like that. Okay, what other questions do we have? Let's see. Any other? Okay, which instruments does the AutoTrader work on? Oh, so the AutoTrader works on all instruments, all markets, time frame.
Yep. Yeah. Anything that can be traded, it's going to work on it. If you can chart it, the AutoTrader can pull the trigger on it. So, and again, if the market's not moving, it's not going to do anything. So, if you want to do, I don't know, seashells, trying to corner the market on seashells, the AutoTrader's probably not going to work on that very well if it's not moving. But
real quick, I want to answer bull bears. The bear bulls will work on any time frame, 15, 30, 45, whatever you want. Absolutely. Yeah. And the Scalper, what's the difference between the Scalper and what we're offering today? So the Scalper is just a new indicator, and the Scalper is going to be more like it's going to take a lot more. It's going to be a lot more signals and a lot more smaller.
Yeah, quicker. Is that a way to say that?
Yeah, I guess quicker.
Gets in, gets you a couple ticks or whatever you set it up as, and get you back out with your profit with minimal risk. Chantel's asking about different brokerages. We have partnered exclusively with NinjaTrader.
Yeah.
So you have to have NinjaTrader to use our equipment. And I've used several different, I've had several different brokers, and I don't have anybody I hate or don't have any platforms I don't like, but I really like NinjaTrader. I'm really comfortable with what they've got and done for us.
All right, so real quick, we're getting a lot. Let me just rush through these. So real quick, let me answer these real quick. What comes to AutoTrader again? So the blue chip, the trailing stop, and order flow zones. Yes, can you walk forward, optimize the AutoTrader settings using NinjaTrader Strategy Analyzer? Peter, that would be a better question for you. Can you walk forward, optimize the AutoTrader settings? And if you're not sure,
Yeah.
Are you not sure on that one?
I'm going to send him make sure he has our email address. In fact, I'll just put it for everybody.
All right.
I don't understand that question.
So there will be a replay. We'll email that out to you guys. And no, if you enter NT, no, it's only 25% off. And obviously you need to, this works. You have to have NinjaTrader. Obviously, someone asked, does it work on Apple, Microsoft? If you have NinjaTrader running, it'll work with NinjaTrader. So if your computer's running NinjaTrader, it'll work. And then real quick,
someone's asking why not wait for the Scalper to come out? Here's what I wouldn't, if someone's giving you an opportunity to make some money, would you take it now or you want to wait? I would take it now. And then if you want to incorporate the Scalper later, you can use profits from what you've been making to purchase that.
All right. And then can the BG blue chip be used in the same chart with other third-party indicators? Yes, of course. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And
there's folks that do that. I talk to traders that they'll do that. They'll use a smooth 50 or the SMA or whatever. They just help use it to again, just ensure that they're going to pull the trigger on a successful trade.
All right. I think that's good. I think we got, if we missed any of the questions, please email us or enter the live chat. We're going to be on the live chat right now, and we're going to be answering emails right now. So feel free to email us again, info@buysideglobal.com. And we have our live chat up right now as well. So yes, it works on Renko charts as well.
Yeah.
So Tom, we want to thank you so much. Thank you, NinjaTrader. We love partnering with you guys. NinjaTrader is a great platform, you guys. And thanks, guys, for taking the time to learn about us. And please visit our website, buysideglobal.com. All right. Thanks, Tom.
Hey, don't forget, everybody, first round's on Dave. Thanks, guys. Thanks for being here.
All right. Well, thanks again to Dave and Peter for taking the time to share with us today. If you enjoyed today's session, we'll hope you join us at future events. We would like to remind you that the information provided today was that of BuySide Global and not of NinjaTrader. All information was for educational purposes and should not be construed as trading advice. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we hope to see you in future webinars. Happy trading from all of us here at the NinjaTrader ecosystem.